Hello YouTube, Metal Trooper 62 here, and here we have some more AK parts. So this video is on a parts kit that I bought from Arms of America. I buy most of my AK parts kits from them. I would say 98% of them. Sometimes if I find a parts kit, a good deal on like one of the forums, or sometimes just one just happens to pop up on another site that I frequent, I might buy it. But most of my parts kits come from Arms of America. They are awesome. It's an awesome company to deal with. They represent their products very well, and it's a special thank you to Andrew. I think he's the owner, he runs it, and that, for sending me this amazing parts kit. So enough with that. On to the little bit of a history lesson. This is a Romanian AIMS-74 parts kit. Basically, it's a Romanian AK-74 type rifle. So but I'll just kind of go over a little bit about the history of this. So when the Soviet Union switched from the 7.62 by 39 caliber to the 5.45 by 39 caliber, they encouraged other Warsaw Pact nations to, kind of follow them. And so by the mid-80s, Romania decided to switch to the 5.45 by 39 caliber, which that's what this AIMS-74 is, obviously. So instead of just copying like one of the Soviets or the Bulgarians or whatever, they decided to make their own type of AK-74. So this one was developed. And it is the Puška Automata Model 1986, abbreviated PA Model 86, or simple Model 86 for short. So these were manufactured in Kugri, Romania by Romarms SA firm, and then the export name for this variation is the AIMS-74. There's a few unique things about this variant. So as I go over the parts, I will kind of go over that. So first of all, we'll just start over here, and my camera's being difficult. But this is a lower handguard. This is typical of a lot of the Romanian AK type rifles. These are, the lower handguard is made of a laminate wood, which you can see, and this one is in great condition. Very, very good condition. The upper handguard, on the other hand, is Bakelite, which is freaking cool because I love Bakelite. But this is a matching parts kit. You can see if my camera, my phone, come on phone. $53.07. So that's kind of unique. Then the pistol grip is also Bakelite, which this one is in immaculate shape. A lot of times they're beat up in that. This parts kit was, from the way it looked, it was only fired a few times and then demilled. But they started making these in '86, and supposedly they're still manufacturing these. So, and the top cover is just nothing special. The numbers are on the upper part, 5307. Normally they're back here. On this lower part, right here. The folding stock is similar to the East German, and there's some other variants that also adopted this type of folding stock. The Tantals have similar folding stocks. This one has the push button right there, push button release. Most of the other ones have a lever. Like I know the Tantal and the East German have a lever. And this will slide on a standard fixed stock trunnion, which, you could swap. If you have a AK with a wood fixed stock or a polymer fixed stock, you can just swap this out and it slides right in. You don't need no modifications. So that's pretty cool. One thing that is really different and really cool is the bolt carrier is the handle is upswept, and I have a comparison bolt carrier. This is from an AIMS-74. But if I can kind of show, you can kind of see how this one is upswept, and then the standard, most of the other AKs are just, they're 90 degree like that. And then the AIMS-74, this is another unique thing about them. And it looks like it is a little bit longer than the standard ones. But it's pretty neat. And let's see if I can find the numbers on this one. 5307. Okay, I'll put that over there. This is the front trunnion, and you can see 5307. This one was made in 1989. And again, these parts they're kind of greasy and everything, but they're in great shape. The front sight block is, kind of typical of the AK-74s, like the Bulgarians and stuff. However, these have a different thread pitch. These have a 22 by 1.5 millimeter threads, as the Bulgarians have a 24 by 1.5 millimeter thread. So these are specific to the AIMS-74. This is the flash hider. There was two variations of these. There was one that was a bird cage style flash suppressor, and then this one is the kind of looks similar to the Russian and the Bulgarians. This was a flash hider, and supposedly these were used. This style right here was used for the special forces. This is the selector lever, and you can see 5307. Nothing real different about this. This is the rear trunnion, and this looks typical of, the fixed stock trunnions on AKs. So like I said, this will fit. This slides on right here, like so. And there's a couple screws that attach the trunnion to the stock. The gas block is a little bit different than your typical AK-74s. They went ahead and kept the 45 degree. Most of the AK-74s have the 90 degree. I don't have one to show. But so they kept this. One thing that I did read is how you can see that slant cut. Well, when they drill these, you put these on the gun, on the barrel, and they take a long drill bit and they drill straight through there into the barrel to create the gas port hole in the barrel. So what they do is this Romanian AK-7 or AIMS-74, they basically, instead of drilling the angle, they go ahead and they drill, a straight up and down 90-degree gas port hole. They said that the earlier models, I guess the bullets were shearing from that. I'm not 100% sure on facts on that, but that's kind of what I've heard. But that's a little bit unique to an AK-74 type of rifle, but not unique in itself. Just regular recoil spring, nothing new. There's no numbers on this one. The bolt is the typical AK-74 type. And as you can see, as it goes out of focus, I need a new camera. My phone is just totally sucks. But anyway, 5307 on that. Excuse me. Lower handguard retainer, nothing special on that. This is the trigger. Basically, this has the rate reducer on it and everything, and none of this, I won't be using any of this anyway. This will be one of the 922R compliant parts that I will swap out. It does have this like notch in the back of the trigger, which is kind of cool. This is just your pistol grip screw, so nothing exciting there. This is the hammer, and the hammer spring is different than the typical braided wire hammer springs on most other AK type rifles. Trigger guard, nothing special. This is the rear sight block. Goes to 1,000 meters, which that's kind of pushing it. But anyway, very nice condition. And the number is under here. I would show it, but it's hard to do this with one hand. But anyway, I kind of wanted to go over that. This is one of my, I would say I call it one of my dream kits. These, not many of these came into the country. Most of the time, like when a parts kit comes in, they bring in thousands of them. And like some of the Romanian like G kits, they brought those in. I think they brought like something like 20,000 of those kits in. But this one, these kits, from what I heard, there was only a couple hundred of these kits that came into the United States. That's why they're so rare. And you can find these parts, like the front sight blocks, in the specific flash hider form, but they're stupid expensive. Same way with the the upswept charging handle on the bolt carrier. But they do make civilian versions of this. I have a Romanian SAR-2, and that was actually my first AK-74 type rifle. But it's basically just a civilian version of the AIMS-74. It did not have the folding stock. It had a regular fixed wooden stock. And then I think the current production on the Romanian AK-74 type rifle is the Wasser 2, if you can find them. But basically, that's about it. And in future videos, I will go over how I prep my parts before I get ready to start building. I've got those right there are a bunch. Come on, camera. Those right there are a bunch of parts from an AMD-65 Hungarian. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and let y'all go since my camera's being a biatch. And been pretty busy lately. But I shall be back. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Until next time, this is Metal Trooper 62 saying see ya.